Hello, everybody. This is Paul Thorn. I'm here for another episode of Tales and Ales, where I'm fortunate enough to get to talk to interesting people. And today is no exception. I'm sitting here pinching myself because I got one half of one of the greatest duos of all time, Hall & Oates, sitting here with me, John Oates. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Paul. I love to be a half of something, man. At least I'm
well,
half of something,
it's
right?
a big old half. It's a big old half.
That's all right.
And but anyway, how you been doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. And you too?
I'm doing good. I'm just excited. I mean, before we go into anything, this is me telling the truth. When I was in high school, I had a blue Volkswagen with a stripe down the side of it, and my daddy got me some speakers for Christmas, Jensen speakers.
Right.
And when I would pull into the Sonic, you know what a Sonic is?
Sure.
Right before I would pull in, I would had my cassette locked on this.
That was your walk-in.
That was my jamming. That was my
music.
jamming music.
Right.
So it's really cool to have this.
Thanks, man.
That you're a real person. You know what I mean? Because to me it was like it's a big deal. But anyway, how's it been going? Everything's good.
Yeah, man. Just living the dream here in Americana Week in Nashville, and got my band together, and I just finished a big tour with Daryl. But now I'm going to go out with my solo band, all guys from here in town in Nashville, and it's a lot of fun.
You got a new record called Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
And I listened to it 3 times yesterday while I was cleaning the house.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I like the old school songs you picked.
Yeah.
Tell us about how all that came to pass.
Well, I was kind of a folky and a blues guitar player as a young kid before I met Daryl Hall, and of course, people don't know that about me. Most of the people, obviously they know the pop stuff and all the stuff that we did. But really, moving to Nashville and getting involved with a lot of the great Americana players and roots players kind of brought me back to my youth and brought me back to rediscover a lot of stuff that I liked when I was a kid. And I thought, it would be a good place to go and kind of see it through a new lens, obviously through my years of experience and things like that.
Yeah.
So I went into the studio and tried to cut some Mississippi John Hurt stuff. Just me and a guitar, kind of in the traditional way, because he was a big hero of mine, and I know all his songs and all that stuff. So, but then I did it, and I said, well, it's okay, but, it'll never be as good as the original. And I said, but I didn't want to abandon the idea of it, and I thought, wonder what these songs would sound like with a band. Because I'd never really heard these songs with a band, because they're always associated with acoustic guitar and a voice.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. I assembled this incredible band with Sam Bush and Russ Paul, Guthrie Trapp, Steve Mackey, Josh Day.
That's the A-list.
Oh, they're good guys.
Yeah.
And they're friends of mine and great players. And had this great guy named Nat Smith on cello, and he's incredible. And it's a very kind of weird, eclectic band to do this kind of music, but I thought this kind of, maybe this instrumentation would add something new to it. And from the very first track we cut, man, my co-producer David Kalmusky turned to me. He said, "Man," he goes, "I don't know what this is, but it's cool. You should just keep doing it." So we cut a bunch of Mississippi John Hurt stuff, and if you strip away the instrumentation that's around it, it's me playing the original kind of style. But what they added to it just took it to another place. And then I started thinking about it, and I said, well, what was he listening to in the late 1920s when he started recording in those days before he was rediscovered in the 60s, the folk revival and all that. And I started looking into songs that might have been on jukeboxes, might have been playing on the early days of radio.
Yeah.
And I started putting together this kind of snapshot of this time in American music that I think is unique because it's the beginning of radio, it's the beginning of the phonograph machine.
Yeah.
So in a sense, it's kind of the beginning of pop music because if you can hear it on a radio, you can buy it on a record. I mean, I guess that's it, right?
That's it.
So that's what I did. And then the album took on a kind of wider, kind of more rich kind of thing.
Well, I enjoy it.
Well, thank you.
I enjoy it. How about if you sing something off the record?
Sure. Well,
the viewers...
I got to go back to the beginning. I got to go to Mississippi John Hurt.
Let's do it. I want to hear it.
Okay. Well, I got a chance to meet him and see him perform many times in the 60s when he was being rediscovered, during the folk revival. And I actually own his guitar, the one he played at Newport Folk Festival.
You still got it?
In 1964, yeah.
I saw a picture of you holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
So there's a lot of personal connection with me. And
that's awesome. So what you singing for?
I'm going to do Stack of Lee. This is the first track we cut on the album.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. police officer now. How can that be? You can arrest everybody, but you afraid of Stagger Lee. He's a bad man, cool old Stagger Lee. Billy DeLine told Stagger Lee, now please don't take my life. I got 3 children and darling lovely wife. You a bad man, cool old Stagger Lee. I don't care about your children, I don't care about your wife. Done stole my Stetson hat, now I'm gonna take your life. I'm a bad man. Shot Billy DeLine down upon a barroom floor. Now he's a bad man, old Stagger Lee. Well, the judge said to the jury, hey boys, what are you gonna think of that? Stagger Lee shot Billy DeLine about a $5 Stetson hat. He's a bad man, cool old Stagger Lee. Up on the gallows, Stagger Lee did fussing, cause judge said, boys, better hang him now before he kills the rest of us. Bad man, cool old Stagger Lee. He's a bad man, cool old Stagger Lee.
Mighty fine. You know, Stagger Lee sounds like a psychopath, don't he?
Yeah, well, I tell you, man, believe it or not, it's a true story. And you know, Lloyd Price had a big hit with that song in 1959. He called it Stagger Lee. Cut it down in New Orleans with Alan Toussaint.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I heard it as a kid. And then, of course, I went back and heard more of the original versions. You know, the older versions.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So I was curious about this. You and Daryl, y'all still work together all the time.
We just finished a big tour this past summer. We were out on the road with the group Train, and we did a tour of all across the country playing big arenas.
Yeah. It seems like you guys have remained friends.
I don't know if we remain friends. We're brothers.
Oh, okay.
You know what it is? We are friends. I mean, I'm not being. I shouldn't even say that.
Yeah.
Because it's like a family thing.
Right.
It's like, you know, if I don't see him for a year, and we get on stage, it's as time stopped.
That's cool, man.
And it still is like that. He lives up in the Northeast. I live down here. We go our separate ways. We do our separate things, and then we come back and play, and it's like it works.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so you have a plan on touring behind this record as well.
Yeah. Well, I went out when this record was released in January. I went out January and February with it, and then of course I stopped and did the Big Hall Notes tour, and now I'm going back to it. I start this week, Americana Music Festival right here.
That's
Nashville.
awesome.
And then go to Pittsburgh and Cleveland, all the hot spots, you know.
That's awesome. Well, man, it's a great record, and I'm not just saying this. I'm a big fan. Your music was a soundtrack of a lot of my life, and a lot of other people's. I'm sure.
Thank you. That's very nice.
And congratulations on getting in the Hall of Fame too.
Hey man, it's one of those things where we were eligible for quite a while before they got around to us. But you know what? It's one of those things where it's like a lifetime achievement award in a way. I think
it really is, man. Your mom and daddy must be proud.
Yeah, well, it was a big moment.
That's good, man. Well, it's a big moment for me just getting to talk to you, man.
All right.
And thank you.
I think we got to play together is what
this is where I'm getting nervous. But I'm going to give it a shot. I mean, this is like a nightmare come true. We're going to try to do a song here, and I'm going to use my cheat sheet because I know the tune, but I need help. And me,
I need help too. So
me and John I'm going to attempt to not butcher John's song by singing with it.
I don't think that's going to happen. But we're going to make this work one way or the other. Can we do retakes, man? Do we overdub Pro Tools, man?
We can.
We don't do any of that stuff. This is real, right?
Wait till they get done with it at post-stop.
Oh, okay. Post-op.
Post-op.
As long as they don't leave the instruments in the bodies, man, when they sew you up. You know?
That's it. Well, let's do it. Let's give it a try, man.
It's going to be a little bit different version than what the folks might remember. But, I wrote this as a reggae song.
That's what you said, yeah.
So I don't think we're doing it quite as a reggae song. It's kind of halfway in between the two. Man.
I like, when we rehearsed it, I like the pocket you had.
Okay, all right. Well,
I hope we can keep the pocket.
Well, I'll do my best.
All right. She'll only come out at night, the lean and hungry tide. But nothing is new, I've seen her here before. Watching and waiting, oh, she's sitting with you, but her eyes are on the door.
Many have paid to see what you think you're getting for free. And no woman is wild, well, she can't tame by the fur of the jaguar. Underneath the matter, she's in for love, ain't gonna get too far, ain't too far.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, here she comes. Oh, watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Wouldn't if I were you.
That's right.
I know what she can do. She's deadly, man. She could really rip your world apart.
Mind over matter. Oh, the beauty is there, but the beast is in the heart. Oh,
Of course.
Here.
Oh, here she comes. Oh, watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater.
Yes.
Oh, here she comes. Oh, watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater.
Man-eater's in.
Oh. Oh, here she comes. She only comes out at night.
Only comes out at night.
Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Yeah. Oh, here she comes. The woman is wild.
Woman is wild.
Yeah.
You better watch out, boy.
Better watch yourself.
Gonna chew you up.
They're gonna chew you up.
Gonna spit you out.
It ain't gonna
One more
be
time.
good.
Gonna chew you up.
Oh Lord,
Gonna spit you out.
help me, Lord.
Oh, here she comes.
We need some help, folks.
Oh, here she comes.
Here come the man-eater.
Oh, yeah, here she comes.
Chew you up.
Oh, yeah, I'm there.
Wow.
Oh, all right. I ain't talking. Come on, man.
All right. A dream bucket list for me. I got to sing with John Oates.
Well, that was a hell of a lot better ending than the rehearsal. I can tell you that.
I thought
That's
it
the
was.
way to do it, man.
Magic happens when it happens, you know. And, you know, I want to thank you, John, for
Thanks, Paul.
taking some time to come over here and speak to a hayseed country boy like me.
Oh, man.
And
you got it going on. You're a soulful cat. And
this is a thrill for
love
me. is a thrill for me, and I want to wish you much success with your record, Arkansas.
Thank you.
It's a great record, and you and your partner, y'all keep doing the shows too, because
we're trying.
people will always come and see y'all. I know that for a fact.
Thank you, man.
You got some people are loved, others are beloved. Hall & Oates and John Oates is beloved.
Thank you, man.
And I say goodbye to y'all for now from Tails and L's. Nothing else to say.